Hi! This tutorial was requested, so I decided to make it for my 200 plus subscribers special. Let's begin! First of all, you should take a screenshot of the character you would like to edit. I would recommend removing the character's eyes and mouth, so you don't have to edit them out later. Enter IBIS Paint X, and press the plus sign to add a new canvas. I put my ratio as 2561 x 1601, the Gacha Club ratio. You don't have to use this as the ratio, I just like using it. Press import picture to insert your screenshot, the camera symbol. Zoom your screenshot in so it's big enough, but fitting the canvas. Use the magic wand to select the background in order to remove it. Press the little outline of a square in the top right corner, then press Clear Layer. Afterwards, press Remove Selection. Then, press Clipping. This allows you to edit within your Gacha character. Click Special, and find a brush called Lasso Fill. This will allow you to create your eyebrows. Alternatively, you could just use a brush, using Stabilize. Now, we are going to color the outline of the skin a shade of red by using the bucket tool. Merge the layer and add a new one to start drawing the eyebrows. Don't forget to press clipping. Draw the eyebrows with the special tool. It might take a few tries to be perfect. You can adjust it and transform as much as you like. The eyebrows should be roughly the same color as the hair outline. Use the eyedropper tool to copy the same color as the hair outline. Use the lasso fill tool to make the eyebrows, or as I said earlier, you can use a brush to make them. If you would prefer, you can duplicate the layer, flip it and adjust it. Now we will be drawing the mouth. Don't forget to put the brush on stabilizer. Watch an ad to access the brushes with an orange lock. We will be using the brush pen fade for shading. I will be using my own custom brush, but you can select pen fade in basic. If you would prefer, you can screenshot this color for future reference. Use the eyedropper tool to copy the color. Select multiply in blending mode. For the skin, you can use that same color that you screenshotted and rotate around the color wheel, making a warm tone. There are warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors are generally associated with warm things, such as the sun, fire, and lamps. Cold colors are generally associated with cold things, such as the ice, water, and sky. Shade accordingly. Be sure to lower the opacity to your liking. Don't be forgetful like me, but you should remove the small pixels surrounding the character to make the edit neater. Pressing the dark gray background will allow you to see the outline better. You do this by adding a layer and dragging it to the point that it's just above the character layer, then clipping it to the layer below. Have to do this step since my character's hair outline is already black. If your character's hair outline is a different color, I suggest using the eyedropper tool. Color to the point you can't see the small pixels. Once you're done with coloring, merge the layer down. We are now going to do our next round of shading. Select Multiply in blending mode. Select that bluish color you screenshotted from before. Shade the hair accordingly, following the direction of the hair. Now we are going to color the back hair with the same color to give the edit some depth. We will be doing this on a different layer. For details, you can add a third layer to shade the back hair. Add a new layer and set the blending mode to multiply. We are now going to begin shading the clothes. Hard to do on my character, but we should show that there is a shadow coming from the chin or head. In order to do so, I am going to imitate it and put a shadow over her bow. I'll lower the opacity so viewers can tell that her bow is white and not purple. This is optional, but if you'd like, you can use an airbrush eraser to soften the edges of your shadows. Now we're going to begin the eyes on a separate layer. Shade with the same bluish color. Add another layer and set the blending mode to add. Use the eyedropper to select the base color of your character's eyes. Shade below the pupil, creating a shine effect. If you'd like, you can add another layer to add details. For this, select a lighter shade of the base color and turn the color wheel to your designated color. I did a shade of purple. Add another layer in the blending mode. Add. Select any light or pastel color and use it as the shine just below the eyelid. And if you're lazy, just duplicate the layer and use Transform Translate Scale to move it. Depending on your character's skin tone, you can make their blush as pink, red, or orange as you like. Be sure to blur your blush all the way. Lower the opacity to your liking. This is optional, but if you want a small tint on your character's skin, you could put a little bit of blush on their arms, shoulders, and legs. Be sure to blur it after you apply it if you do so. Add a new layer, then press clipping. For my OC, I will be using a cool color for the tint. It's okay to experiment with different tints on your OC to see what suits them. Be sure to put the tint to about 10% so it doesn't look too weird. Put the blending mode to add for the lighting. The light source is the red drawing. Use it as a guide to where the light is. Lower the opacity as desired.